This video was published by mbkpinternational.com. In this video we're going to talk about this is a G17 Pro. This would also be for the G12 Pro paper cutter. And what to do if your lever's not locking. This video is actually going to be replacing the locking lever on this cutter. And if it goes up, normally it's supposed to lock and you're not supposed to be able to come down with the cutter and you have to release it here. But this locking lever is inside here and it can get a little worn out and you can come up and even though it's locked there, it can just come right back down. It'll just basically slip right past it and come back down, so it's not holding it anymore. And the one thing you want to check first, we got a video on checking it, like make sure the spring's working on this first before you go to replacing this. And that's just under here, and you can check all the components. Now that's where there's a spring under there for it somewhere. Well, it's right there. And this bar, make sure everything's attached, and make sure it's attached here, and make sure it's not catching. This is not catching on that metal, and you got full range all the way with it. And full range, make sure that's not hitting anything, and that bolt's still on. This is still attached. All this is still attached in good working order. We got a video on that to check that stuff too. So check that first, and if everything there looks good, then most likely your problem is a worn out locking lever. In this video here, we're going to replace that locking lever. This is the first time I've replaced this, so we're just gonna bear with me here if I have to go over a couple things on this that I didn't know about. But from what I think you're gonna need is a 10mm hex, a 5mm hex. This is gonna be a 13mm socket, and this is a 10mm wrench or socket you can use. And I think you'll need one for under there, 10mm as well, to loosen the bottom of it. But, okay, we're going to start by, I'm going to remove this here with a 5mm, and I'm going to remove this here so I can take this off. I got it loose already. You'll have to use a wrench most likely, but I got some of this loose so I can take off quickly. And I'm going to remove that with a 5mm, and then we're going to remove that with a 13mm. Okay, I got that 5mm out, easy. This is easy too. That was easy, 13mm socket. I'm going to let me get this bottom one first. I don't know how, that's the last one that holds it. But here's the bottom of this part right here. This part here, see this part here? It goes up in there like that. And this is the bottom of it connected to there. So I'm going to take that off. It should just be a 10mm here. Okay, on this one, these two, it's two nuts on this, and they were very tight together, so I had to hold this top one, or the furthest in one with the needle nose. If you had two 10mm, that'd be easier. I just had the one right there, and then I was able to break it free from the other one there. Now I can take them both off. Okay, I'll get those out later. Okay, I got these two 10mm nuts off, and now you can take this bar off of it here. Just take it off of that right there. That way you can take this part out when we open it up. And I'm not sure, I think it might come this way actually, so come out the bottom, but let's get it loose from the top now. Now I'm just going to take my 10mm and take that out. Okay, I got this out, I'll do and take it out now. Now we're going to remove this clamp here. And let's see here. There might be something under there holding it there. Let me see here. Okay, I did find one more. It's another 5mm. It's right in there. So the best way to get this is you're going to take off your long bar and just pull it off. I think it's best just to pull this up. Be careful because your blade's up. It's exposed. You know, you can still cut your finger on it, so you don't want to ever touch that blade. And come over the top here and look down in there, and you can see that. I don't know if you can see that 5mm down in there or not. Anyway, I'm thinking it's going to be better if you have one with a round head on it, a hex wrench, so that allows for you to get it at an angle. So I got it now, but see it's at an angle. If you look at it over here, I wasn't able to come straight down on it. So it's at angles. That's why it's better to have that round end. Okay, I was able to get it out there. Keep all your bolts and washers together. So this should just pull straight off. You see, it's got that lip there, so I had to kind of go like You need to get past that there and go down in there. If this is too tight, you can back it, push it in as much as you can. It's a 10 millimeters whale. There's a nut there. You'd have to back out and push that in to give you a little, which would push that in more, which would give this more play, but you can put it back later. Anyway, it's gonna, I'll show you how it goes back in, I guess, but looks like it's gonna be something like this. And then up, down, and back around on it. Let's take it off for now. This just makes your clamp assembly, or part of the clamp assembly. And here we go. Here's the part right there. There's the top part of it. And what ends up wearing out, see, when this thing goes up, this is not on the spring anymore, but so I'm going to spring it myself. When it goes up, it goes like this, and it goes into there. And then when you try to go down, it locks it. But a lot of times when people use these cutters, they got pressure on the handle as it's going, as they're unlocking it, and it's putting pressure on this metal here, this pin and this metal, and it wears this edge out on this thing here. So it just slips right past it, because instead of it slightly hooked, it wears all that off and it just slips right past it. Another problem you could have, if someone did something, it could break this. If somebody could have broke this pin, that would also cause it. I've never seen that problem before. I've only seen this, but it is possible if that pin breaks there. You'd have to find another pin to put in there and to get it to latch onto that. But I'm gonna flip it up and see if it just falls right out the bottom. I'm not sure. Let me get this handle out of the way. And this one too, I took this off, just comes straight off. Okay. And here it is in here now. And it looks like there is one more thing. We're going to have to take this off. Probably this and this is going to have to come off. So